story. This is my job. If you don't understand that, that's kind of strange. So, hey Amber, it's Eliza. I'm rooting for you and your weight loss and doing it beside you. Currently 250 pounds and aiming for 160. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat, and I believe in you. You can do this. Okay, you have 90 pounds. We can do this, I promise. Just wanted to say I love you so much from New York. Never give up. I love you. Thank you for the super chat, and please be careful because I hear in New York it's just please. Stir fry, Lynn. Yeah. I love me a stir fry. Despite what people say, never give up. I won't. I've lost 80 pounds. I would like to lose 10 more. Good job, Jess. Put the alcohol away. Y'all, I'm as sober as they get. I need to lose over 100 pounds. Natalie, you can do it, I promise. Like, it is so hard. Okay, sorry. I was looking at the expiration date. It said March 22, and I go, uh-oh. But then I saw 2021. That literally scared me. Are you breaking up with Becky? No. Thank you, Lauren, for the super chat. She is drunk. Whatever. Like, you guys can call it what it is. It's fine. You look a lot skinnier. I'll never be skinny, but thanks. Do you have a P.O. box so I could send you a letter? Thank you for the super chat, Sadie. I do not have a P.O. box. I honestly don't know if I'll ever get one. I've been saying that for years. I don't know. You seem tired. Well, I guess I am a little. I get kind of run down, so. Do you still like Jason Derulo after what he said about you? Oh my God. Thank you, Hazel. You said you want to lose 400 pounds, so you want to be 99. No, I started at 572.4. So losing 100 pounds would put me at 172.4. I love you. Keep pushing forward. Struggling is part of it. Definitely. And thank you so much for the super chat. Is your eye any better? It was really bad yesterday, actually. After I got off live, it was twitching bad. Ever tried nicotine for appetite suppressant? No. I don't think I ever will. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see if my eye does it. If I blink really hard, this eye will twitch. Sometimes it won't do it. Let's see. Oh, it did it. Oh, it's going. Do you guys see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, dang, I really upset it. Now it's like all kinds of twitchy. What did you mean when you said you finished 3 years of high school in 1 year? Thank you for the super chat. How do I word this? First year of high school, didn't go, ditched. I didn't do my work, didn't care. I was having a really bad life outside of school, so I just did not care. Second year of high school, I got expelled and had to go to like this mini school, and that still didn't work. And then I actually got taken from my parents yet again. So I was in this children's shelter. My eye won't stop twitching now. I shouldn't have done that. And then I was in a children's shelter where I had to go to their school, and that doesn't even count as school. It was honestly pathetic. So then eventually I actually ended up going with my last foster home after about 3 years of college, high school that I didn't do. Like, I didn't care. So they beat it into my head. You need to do this. So I ended up actually having to go to another school, which is called a continuation school, which is for the bad kids or like the pregnant moms, whatever. So I had to get all of my, what do you call them? Oh my God, it's been so long. Points? Credits. I had to get all of my high school credits in 1 year. So how did I do it? I don't know. But my foster parents beat into my head, you need to do this. You need to do this, and I did it. People write reviews of books, critical and supportive. If you're in this business and don't want criticism, you're in the wrong job. Oh my God. I have mental illness and PT2. Good luck, Amber. We want to see you succeed. Okay, thank you for the super chat, but I think you have it a little twisted. So people write reviews and critiques over books based on how they're written, not based on, oh, this person is bipolar and she has an eating disorder. Let's critique that and dissect that and judge that. That's not what a book critic does. They talk about the book, talk about the way it's written, etc., etc. How do I word this? How do I explain what's like in my head? A lot of people understand. I feel like your eye isn't neurological because you weren't referred to a neurologist. Ooh, that's some words. Try an eye patch for a week, resting the eye, and see if that helps. So thank you for the super chat. And honestly, doctors can be wrong. I have future videos. I've seen more than one doctor regarding this now, and they all say something different. So you'll eventually see that. How is your bra not a biohazard now? Thank you for the super chat. But I think just, you guys, no matter which way you want to slice or dice it, people make reaction channels about me for money. That's the only reason. Because every reaction channel I've ever seen, Amber Lynn is so boring. Okay, they'll react to something entertaining. You just know it's getting you views. Have you tried the amazingness of green tea? Thank you for the super chat. I actually am not really a green tea type of gal. How have you been mentally? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking, and thank you for the super chat. Oh, these aren't bad, but they're not like, oh my God, so good. It's not the only reason they all have in real life jobs. No, they don't. And thank you for the super chat. Do you remember the first time you realized your parents were doing drugs? Did you just to think all your parents do this because you used to? Thank you for the super chat. So the first time that I realized my parents did drugs was actually, I didn't process that it was drugs, but I knew it was something bad. I was 4 years old, and my mom and dad, actually, I don't know if it was my dad, to be honest. Someone was driving, and my mom was in the back seat with me, and we went to like this alley type area. Like I remember a dumpster in like an alley, and she was next to me and I was in the middle, and some guy got in. I don't even remember what he looked like. I just remember like baggy clothes and stuff like that. And my mom, she went to go like this to cover my like eyes, and she said, "Don't look." But I could see through right here what was happening right in front of me, and my mom was buying a bag of like this white powder stuff. And in my head, as a 4-year-old, I didn't process what drugs were. Like I wasn't like, that's drugs right there. I just knew it was something bad. Okay, so from that point on, I was like, okay, what's happening? And I never told my mom that I saw what she did. I think I might have told her once I was like 20 or something. But that was the first moment where I was like, okay, something is just not going right. And then I think I was 7. I remember distinctively where we lived, where I was standing, exactly what was happening. I just started crying really hard because I think I finally processed everything that my parents were doing drugs and stuff, because I had heard about it and whatever. And I remember standing in the hallway with my mom and I was just like bawling my eyes out, and she was like super high on something. And I remember saying, I know what's happening. I remember this so vividly. It's like, as a 7-year-old, I should not be going through stuff like that. And it's just like, I remember it so well. And she looked at me and she was like, what do you mean? I said, you and dad do drugs. She denied it. And then, obviously 2 years later, like 2 years later, I got taken from my parents because they were doing drugs. So it's like, okay, duh, I was right. And then when I was 12, I got to go back with my parents for a small time because it was called a trial, where they wanted to see if they were back to being capable of being parents. So during that time, they were really fooling the system. I don't know how they did it, but they were still doing drugs. If not, it was worse than ever. I would find burnt spoons in the bathroom. I would find needles. I would find little things that went around your arms. I was not stupid, and I had to grow up very, very fast. My parents spent majority of the time in the bathroom because that's where I'd find those things, and that's where they would do these things. And every single time that they leave the bathroom, they were a completely different person. So they did so many different drugs, so many different pills and things like that. And I think the saddest part is I was a 12-year-old who knew exactly what drug or pill they were doing based on how they acted when they left the bathroom. And I never knew what to expect, but the minute I see them, I would then know. I'd be like, okay, so this is what we're in for. And now I'm just going on story time. I think also, like, I had so much fear because my dad was super abusive towards my mom. Honestly frightening. And I had to see that every day. I had to see the drugs. I had to smell the meth. And I don't know, it's really sad. I actually peed my bed every single night until I was like 12, 13 years old. And I remember going to a therapist because obviously if you're like ward of the state or whatever it's called, you have to go to therapy and stuff like that. I swear she said she doesn't remember her past due to trauma. I don't remember a lot of stuff, you guys, but there is a lot of stuff I do remember. But anyways, I went to a therapist and I had to talk about the peeing in the bed thing. And she said it's because of trauma. Weird that you mentioned that. Trauma and fear. I was scared to sleep, so then when I did fall asleep, I would pee the bed. And it's just like little things like that. I'm just like, I feel like that's the biggest reason why I have insomnia, because I'm afraid to sleep at night, and that's come from years of fear, So, wet the bed, yes, sorry. It's just, I have a lot of things that I remember from my past, but I have a lot of things. So, I don't know. I just wasn't jiving with it. Like, I'll watch other things like that. Excuse me, I just burped. I'll watch someone said that's called PTSD. Don't say that. Sometimes I'll watch things about drugs and read stuff about drugs because like I'm interested because of my past, but there are a lot of other times that I can't. And for some reason, Breaking Bad just like I don't know. The things I've heard about it, I was like, no, not doing it. So do you have brothers and sisters, and did they have to go through what you did? I just want to say thank you guys so much for the super chats that I'm missing. I feel really bad, but it's just like now I'm just like really getting into my past, which is not something I would do really, because it's like really hard for me, and I'm surprised I'm not crying. I gotta be honest. But yes, I have 3 brothers, and they're younger than me. When I got taken from my parents, I had 2 brothers at the time, Tony and Jonathan, sorry. And Jonathan was automatically put into adoption because he was too young to go through the foster care system because he was just a baby. Tony got put into foster care with me because he's like a year younger than I am. So we would go to certain foster homes together and certain children's shelters together, but we ended up actually getting split up at one point because I did not jive well with a foster home that we were in. I felt like I was being like literally mentally abused by this woman. And there was one point that she pushed me down a couple of stairs. So I got really pissed off and I threw her typewriter onto the ground. It was bad. So that night she called my social worker because I told her I did not want to live with her anymore. But for some reason, my brother wanted to stay with her. So from that point on, we got separated for a very long time. I ended up actually going to an all-girls group home. So someone said, I don't believe you. I don't fucking care. So I actually ended up going to an all-girls group home, and me and my brother were separated for a few years, which was a long time in my opinion. And then finally we got to be together again. But during that time, my mom did have another baby, and that was James. And he also got put up for adoption. So I have two brothers out there that are in a closed adoption. I can't see them. I can't talk to them. And it hurts a lot, especially Jonathan, because as a young girl, I had to take care of him a lot of the time because my parents were on drugs. And it's just a lot. And it's a lot of stuff that I don't really talk about. I don't know. It's just sad, you know. I'm sorry the foster care system is broken. There are some things, y'all. There are some things that you would not believe. And I don't know if my brother wants me putting certain information out there, so I just can't even say it. But I'm just letting you guys know that not all foster homes are good. A lot of them are bad. A lot of them, from what I experienced. So it's just scary because you're like going in to live with strangers, you know. It's just, the whole thing is like crazy. Amber, of course, you could have PTSD. You should look into trauma-focused therapy. I really need to like dead ass see a therapist, and I don't think I've ever realized it until like the last like few months. I've always said, oh, you know, I need to see a therapist, but I feel like right now it's like more true than ever because you guys are helping me realize that I have some freaking issues. Honestly, feel like I understand the situation a bit more. Yeah. And it's just so funny that people think I'm lying because literally 10 feet from me, I have court papers from everything that I went through, and no, I will never, ever, ever share those. But it's just like, it's been hard. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, and I'm not going to. Even though I am, but I'm not going to. But, I have a lot, because I haven't really talked to my parents about, like, how I truly feel, and I haven't been able to heal from all that, and I don't think I will ever heal from all that, because I don't think I'll ever be able to, talk to them about any of this, because they won't allow it type thing, so, for different reasons, and it's fine, honestly. I love how someone's like, crack baby Lynn. That's cute. Like, I forgive my parents, you know. Like, I really do. And I love them. And I'm so proud of my mom because she's finally sober, and it's like, she has no idea how proud I am. And I'm worried about my dad because I haven't heard from him in a very long time, and that's a whole other story. He was having a lot of health problems, and like, I don't know where he is or anything, so. Does my mom watch my videos? No. I think it was a year ago. I asked her, I was like, do you watch YouTube? And she goes, what's a YouTube? I thought that was the cutest thing ever. And so she does not watch YouTube, no. Yeah. How does someone not know what YouTube is? I love that though. It's so funny. Boomers. Yeah. Where would you go if not Kentucky? I know that's like crazy, right? Thinking that if I wasn't with Becky, like, who would I be? Where would I be? Like, there are millions of options, you know, because I have nothing holding me back from anywhere. I honestly feel like California, like, because that's the first thing that pops in my head. I'd probably move back to Petaluma or something because that's where I'm from, and like that's what I know. But I would be like alone, and it would be scary because I wouldn't want to, like, because my last foster parents, they said no matter what, always be there for you. I would not want to move back in with them though. You know, I wouldn't want to, I don't know. That's like rough to think about. But, you know, I'm in love with Becky and we don't plan on breaking up. Did you say Petaluma? Yes. Petaluma, California is my hometown. I miss it there so much. Like, my soul is there, you know. Why don't you move away with Becky? She wants to stay in Kentucky. So, when are you getting married? I have no idea. Petaluma is like 35 minutes from San Francisco, something like that. I miss so many super chats and I feel like a horrible person. And I can't scroll up. Oh no. I just want to say I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. You look beautiful today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kentucky is some of the most beautiful land in the land. I do agree that Kentucky is very pretty. Was your relationship with Destiny toxic? You guys love the sound of this chair. Was it toxic? No, not in my opinion. I wouldn't say that it was, no. She farted? Nope, that was the chair. That chair, I know, it's so pathetic. Mine and Becky's first date, actually, she had a favorite restaurant, and this was actually the first time I ever met her in person. I don't know if you guys know this, but Becky was a viewer. So, she had a favorite restaurant, so she's like, let's meet there. So we met there. You guys, I took 2 bites of food the whole time. And then the rest of the time, I was playing with a straw wrapper. I was so beyond any level of nerves that you guys have ever seen, ever. Like, I could not eat. And then, so we sat there and talked. It was cute. It was fun. It was fresh. And then we went to see a movie. We saw Get Out. And the whole time I'm trying to get her to like hold my hand. I was doing that whole like stupid thing where you like have your hand like ready. She didn't touch my hand the whole time. Did not touch my hand the whole time. So then after the movie, we sat in her car and talked for, God, Becky, how long was that? It was a few hours. We just like talked. Most of the time I giggled. But we talked and we were able to like open up more and get to know each other more. So by that point, we were hungry, okay? So it had been about, I want to say about 5 hours since we went to her favorite restaurant. And since I didn't eat, and now we were more comfortable with each other, we ended up going to another restaurant that she really liked. And so it was like a whole day. It was like a date day, honestly. And I actually was able to eat that time, but I was still being kind of like dainty with it because I was just so nervous. But yeah, so I was expecting a kiss at the end. Nope, there was nothing. So then, weird part is Destiny was the one who dropped me off and picked me up because I don't drive. So when Destiny picked me up, she was like asking all these questions. She was like, so did you guys kiss? Da, 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 da. And I was like, I don't even think she likes me. I don't even think Becky likes me. And so I ended up texting Becky on the way home, and I was like, I had a lot of fun. Can't wait to see you again. And she was just like, yeah, me too. And from that point on, for a little bit, I was like, this girl is just not into me. But she was, and here we are. That's the story time of that. But her excuse was that we had just met. Why would she want to hold my hand and all this stuff? But you know what's really funny about the whole thing is we spent time on the phone before meeting, like for a long time. We would FaceTime, we would be texting and all this stuff. And I'm just over here like, girl, we knew each other. I'm very fast when it comes to stuff. Like I would have full-fledged made out with her that night. Maybe some like second base, third base stuff. Like I'm that type of person. So to not get anything is just like, but then the tea is piping, okay? The second time, the second time we saw each other.
What are you about to say, girl?
Okay, so the second time we saw each other, she came to my place because, what? I'm not going to go into details, you guys. Calm down. But the second time we saw each other, she came to my townhouse or whatever you want to call it. And she stayed for a few days. And no, she's not mad. That's her joking voice. So she stayed for a few days. And the first night, let's just say Becky was ready to rumble. But I told her, because I wanted to switch the role, and I realized, you know what? I'm not going to do anything like that until we're actually girlfriends. Because I was like, you know what? I'm going to change my tune. Because usually I just go get it. So we waited until we were girlfriends, which was the next night. So... But yeah, I love how everyone's like, we don't care, so gross. Okay, first of all, prude. And then secondly, you do care or you would have clicked off already. So that's that. So I just think that's really funny that everyone's like, ew, what? Am I supposed to say me and Becky have never had sex in our whole entire lives? Like, you guys are crazy. I can't.
We're fat. We're not allowed to.
Oh yeah, Becky said we're fat. We're not allowed to have sex or talk about it. Someone's like, she's got a point. It's true, because if we were like these like beautiful lesbians, which I do consider Becky beautiful, but you guys are rude, then it wouldn't be ew, it wouldn't be gross, it wouldn't be this, it wouldn't be that. And I just think,
Know more, probably.
yeah, you'd want to know more. Like, it's funny because when you guys are, not you guys, not all of you, but on Eric and, my eye just switched. On Eric and Ricky's live stream, they get a lot of sexual questions. A lot. And it's because they're attractive to you guys. So I just think it's kind of, like, weird. I mean, I'm a person too. Just because I'm fat doesn't mean anything. So Yes, girl, tell them. For real. Oh my gosh, it has nothing to do with that. It does. It has a lot to do with it. I love your earrings. Thank you. You guys are both beautiful. Michelle. Everyone deserves to be loved. I agree. I wish you well on your weight loss journey. Thank you. I love the story of your relationship. Thanks. And your name was Becky. Huh. You guys are gorgeous. Talk about what you want. Thank you. It's her life too. Don't share without consent. Also, Prude is really shaming. Rude. We don't need to hear it from either of you and Becky. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. But I would never say anything that Becky didn't want me to say, and that's why I didn't say anything, because I was gonna get into detail, but she didn't want me to. So, I look ancient. Huh. Anyways, I think I'm gonna get off of here though, because I told myself if people started being like complete assholes, then I wasn't gonna stay on here because that's silly. So anyways, thank you guys for keeping me distracted for almost an hour. I was gonna stay on here for like an hour and a half, but it's all right. We miss Becky. Oh, I know. Anyways, I look 50. I know. I really, really do. Like yesterday, I did not, and today, I look 50 years old. Yeah, I look insane. Anyways, you're hot. Oh my gosh, no. But thank you. Anyways, I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed. I actually filmed a video that is gonna go up today, and then I'm also filming another video that's gonna go up like some other days. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys